Okay, you ready, guys?
Yeah.
I just clapped to make sure that I can sing it later. All right, and welcome to the second episode of the Pit Banter podcast. I said it.
Yay!
I said it correctly.
You did?
Yes, yeah.
Habibi, the Pepsi, welcome.
Habibis.
Habibis. Hello, guys, and welcome back. Good to see you again. Thank you for the great feedback, family, friends, of the first episode. If you did not watch it yet, check our YouTube channel, and you can also subscribe as well in our Instagram and TikTok. And guess what is the name of the channel? You guessed it correctly, Pit Banter Podcast. This week we are having a guest.
Yes.
Welcome, Daniel.
Welcome, Daniel. Yes,
My
our
name's Daniel.
friend.
I've started watching Formula One.
Yes, yes, our expert. My name is Iyad,
Yeah. My name's Daniel.
And I'm Nathan.
and Nathan.
Nathan, yeah.
Habibi.
Yeah.
Nathan is he is an ex F1 driver. He was driving in the circuit in Cape Town.
Yes, yeah.
Or if you
Sure.
watch that, did you watch that? Like when they did the Red Bull commercial in Cape Town, when they basically had I forgot the name of the driver. He's a retired one, driving in Cape Town, racing a taxi, and you know the South African taxi.
See,
Oh.
Yes, yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Take
It
to work.
was amazing, man. Like that commercial. I'm gonna put some clips, and I will put the link somewhere.
Was it real? Did they actually race?
Wait,
Or was it a commercial?
Like
Okay,
it is,
alright.
it's just commercial, like. But
Sorry.
it is
I think that
amazing.
all commercials are real. That's just how I watch commercials.
It was real.
It was real.
Yeah.
Well,
They did, and the taxi won.
yeah, and the taxi.
I was gonna-
Yeah,
that's
the
why I'm
taxi.
wondering.
The taxi won. You know.
That's what I'm like.
Have you been in South Africa?
No,
You should.
Please, come.
You
Come.
should go.
I'd love to.
It is amazing, and when you go there, you will see what taxi we're talking about.
okay.
I'm gonna put a photo like somewhere
Very good.
here, you know. But like, yeah, then you know what exactly we're talking about. Like,
Yeah.
you know. Awesome. Let me go directly to the topics of this week. We are going to do and have a quick recap of the Japanese Grand Prix last week. Then I'm gonna say some general information about F1.
Okay.
So Daniel can be more familiarized about what's going on.
Yep.
Then we're gonna have a crazy fact, but it happened. Then we're gonna have a small game. The next part will be talking about the next GP, which is going to be this weekend in Bahrain, and we will end it up with our prediction.
I'm depressed about the Bahrain thing, just because we talked about possibly going,
Yeah,
and
like the tickets were sold out.
they were sold out, and it's
So
right next
wait,
door,
man,
and it's
it
like
was.
it's
Yeah.
like why, yeah. And I said last time, and I mean this, that going to the live events for me, just still being someone I'm slightly indifferent to
We
everything.
can have another one, Saudi GP, but
Okay,
that will be in 2 weeks' time.
2 weeks.
So like this weekend
Yeah. Okay. Well, that
is
makes sense.
Bahrain, and next week is Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
Like, yeah, it sounds crazy, but
Well,
why not?
if there's tickets.
Sure, there will be tickets. The thing is not about the tickets. It's about like the visa, the
Yeah.
accommodation, the
true.
ticket, like the airline tickets,
The whole thing.
you know. Or, and I'm serious, Baku
Baku.
in September.
Really?
September, like Baku is considered one of the cheapest circuits.
Dude, I'll
Well,
go.
tickets, you know.
Yeah, I've got a friend.
And I love Baku. Habibi. I got a friend as well.
Okay, well, so do I.
I also have three.
Oh, awesome.
You.
Yeah.
And we'll be in Baku, so
That's amazing.
that's a good idea, though.
September.
Okay.
When we come back to work,
That'll be something to look forward to as well.
yeah, we
Yeah,
can
yeah.
just have a skip. But our friend Nathan won't be here.
No.
Let's not talk about that.
Yeah.
Time for negativity.
I don't need to be more depressed.
Nathan, can you please tell us something about you, like about Formula One? Like,
Yeah,
when
like-
did you get like into it, and
Well, it started back in Schumacher's time. Like my brother and I we used to sleep in the same room, right? So we shared a room, and we both used to have these teddies and teddy bears. And I had a nice blue one, like a sky blue teddy bear, and he had like an orange teddy bear.
I see McLaren like.
No, we were Ferrari, and now I'm back on Ferrari after Mercedes for certain reasons. But we used,
I know the reason. Look, I continue.
yeah, my people.
Yeah.
And so, when we watch Formula One afterwards, we'd put our teddies under the blankets at the bottom there, and then we'd used to have frisbees. And we used to like kind of drive, race on our beds under the blankets. And we'd sit there and use the teddy as pedals.
Were your
and
beds,
the frisbee.
were they next to each other?
Yes,
Like in the
yes,
same
yes,
level?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
So you were like
bunk bed.
Not a
So-
bunk bed. Okay.
having
Yeah.
a start of the race.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
That's
then
amazing.
we pedaled that teddy, the poor liver of that. The poor liver. But I always won. Yeah. My brother, he let me win.
Of course.
But
No,
yeah, that was the
pure
time.
skill.
Because you're the younger brother.
Hey?
Because you're the younger.
Yes, I'm the younger
I see.
brother.
Like
I'm the
that's
younger brother.
older brother
Yeah.
duty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
we
younger
were,
brother,
we were very much
that's
into it. I
right.
don't know. We saw it on TV once, and every time it used to come on, we will watch it and loved it. We were Schumacher fans through and through.
Schumacher is a legend.
Yeah,
Was it during the day, or were you watching these
live.
You're watching them live.
Live.
Okay, yeah.
Live, yeah. Because they used to have it on a channel called SABC 3. And they used to do a lot of sports like Wimbledon and all those things. And Formula One was one of the sports that they paid for live. So we were lucky enough to see that live.
Well, then you were watching it in the great era of it.
Oh, yes. Kimi Räikkönen was at that time. Who else was like competing against Schumacher at that time? That was...
This is a good question.
yeah, this is a very good
You
question.
just put me in the spot.
Yeah, I don't know, but I know Kimi Räikkönen.
Kimi
was-
Räikkönen was one
yeah.
of them. Alonso, I think he was.
Came at the end of that Schumacher time.
Yeah.
Came at the end. Yeah, but then we kind of lost touch with Formula One when they stopped showing it live, and then we left it, and my brother moved
Oh,
up the house, and we didn't see it live anymore. We weren't so interested in it. Even through Hamilton, we didn't, and it revived actually just before I came here. And when I came here, you were the one who was like, "Do you watch Formula One?" I was like, "Yeah, I do." And from then, I haven't missed
Every weekend we
Every
come
weekend.
over here and we watch it, and hopefully we'll make someone change his weekend plans
Yeah.
and join us.
I'm heading in that direction. That's where I'm going.
It is interesting, as I told you last time. You know what I mean? Like once you hooked in it.
Yeah.
Later on, I'm gonna tell you when I talk about Formula One. Nowadays, like the fans has been increased.
Yeah.
Thanks to one of the organizations which is looking after Formula One. Before it was in a certain area, like maybe our age, but now the youngsters are now into Formula One, and that's something. Liberty, which I'm gonna now keep that in your mind. It's called Liberty. It's an American company which bought basically Formula One
Oh.
for $7 billion, I think, or something like that.
Wow.
And they
Not
took
bad.
over for those people are the one who creating Drive to Survive. And basically Drive to Survive is the reason why we have a lot of youngsters
Okay.
now
Okay.
into Formula One.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The problem for me is and this comes from my family. We are all in my family interested in a million things. So all of us have 10 different hobbies. All of us do 18 different things, and we're sort of good at a lot of them. And so I'll get a little interested in something, kind of go down the rabbit hole, and so that's the task that you guys have got ahead of yourselves is to I'm 97% of the population. I probably have undiagnosed ADHD. So you're gonna have to, put the blinders on me, and just I need one of those.
Make you focus.
Yeah, I need those helmets that they've got in the car. The ones that strap their heads straight.
Yeah.
I need that so I can just watch the race.
It is you will get used to it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, not all the races like is excited.
Sure.
Like some races are so boring.
Mhm.
Japanese Grand Prix last
Right.
week
Right.
was boring.
Super straightforward kind of.
You know what I mean? Like I call it like an Asian Monaco.
Yes, yes, but
We
it's not
saw-
on the road, right? It's not like a
It
street
is a circuit, yeah,
But
but like,
nonsense.
but the race itself was boring. Like we
Yeah.
were literally, and that's now when we are starting now to talk about the recap of Japanese Grand Prix.
Yeah.
The top 6 of the qualifying were the same position how they end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
and very
know
few
what
DRS zones.
There is
So
one
one-
DRS zone.
one.
Yeah.
So
It's hard to
Yeah.
overtake. The new asphalt, which they had in Sector 1, basically made the tires are like longer. We saw Antonelli like in mediums
Yeah.
for about 30,
yeah,
31
the same
laps.
as Hamilton, who was on hards.
Yeah, but hards is different. I'm
Yeah.
talking about mediums. Like, you know, the window of the mediums, if you remember, it was like 20, I think it was 18
2019 to
20,
23. Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
And he was driving until like 30 laps on
Oh,
mediums
Yes.
tires
We were talking about this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
The
no.
duration of
of each
Yeah,
tire.
yeah, yeah.
You know, but like that shows like, and even the temperature in Japan were dropping down. So like there was many factors, to be honest. Like what action we saw is on the pit lane between
Yes.
Lando and Max Verstappen. So what this is like, there was some overtake at the back. I think Hajar did a nice
Yes,
overtake. But like basically, yeah. Okay. Picture this:
yeah. I'm picturing.
my driver,
Uh-huh.
Max,
Uh-huh.
and Lando.
Yeah. My driver.
Yes. So like they were pitting, right? Like Red Bull had a short, longer time to pit than McLaren. So when he went out, Max, Lando came. So now both of them are next to each other in the pit lane area. And basically Max was following the line and Lando tried to overtake him.
Is that legal?
In
Wait.
the pit lane.
Well, I don't think it's like if you are crossing the lines, no, it's not legal.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's illegal, like, you know.
Oh, yeah, right. Cross to.
But
to,
even like,
yeah,
you know,
to cross
Max,
actually. Both
Max
tires open.
was a little bit sneaky, to be honest.
Oh.
So the exit of that pit lane, it's really wide.
Yeah.
We saw it.
Yeah.
It's really wide, you know.
Yeah.
But he kept literally driving to
To
the
the
side.
right. To a little bit to the right.
Just enough so that there wasn't enough.
There is
space.
no space
Yeah.
for Lando.
Okay. Which is, and by the way, just for correct me, that is not allowed either, right? You're not
No,
allowed
no,
to.
no, it's
block-
allowed.
That's allowed because that's the road.
That's the road.
That's the
Wait, but I thought you can't intentionally get.
No, he
going-
wasn't intentional. He was
wasn't
driving.
intentional.
And plus, Lando
Okay,
was
okay,
behind
okay.
him. You
Okay.
know what I mean?
It was it was probably a disadvantage for Lando's pit crew to be so close to the exit because there wasn't much road for him to challenge Max.
But that's,
then-
I think,
and so
where the
Landed very quickly, and
top
so
4 or top 5, I think, where they locate. So Williams, I think they were way at the back, if I'm not mistaken. Williams,
can't remember.
because they finished last season, so they were at the back.
I see.
And during practice, Science basically missed the team. He
Yeah,
kept
and
driving.
he had to drive.
You're like, oh, sorry, do another round. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
You
Hey,
know?
I agree with something you said earlier about the DRS zone, but also what is a DRS zone?
Yeah.
So-
You can tell me the name. You can say the name.
Okay.
I don't know
It's
the name.
called drag reduction. Is it drag reduction something? I'm not sure. I'm gonna check what the DRS
Okay, all right.
stand for. But basically, like, you're gonna use maximum.
Be so careful. It's worth it.
It is. It is. It's worth millions. So can you look at the back wing?
Yeah.
Right. Can you see where the BY, you know, the talking thingy?
Mhm.
So now when two cars, sorry Checo, I'm gonna use your car as well. So during the race, you drive behind each other, right?
Make the sound too.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
And with a distance of less than 1 second,
Uh-huh.
you can, and in a certain areas in the circuits, which usually it's a straight line, right? This wing from close, it will be opened.
Oh,
So now, instead
to-
of the air going like over like that,
Uh-huh.
now the air will come and goes
yeah.
directly into that opening area,
Yeah. It gets funneled.
which give the car more downforce
Yep. Makes sense.
and immediately give it a speed, extra speed
yeah.
of 10 to 15 kilometers extra.
Nice. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the DRS zone. It's not everywhere. Like in Japan, it was only in one area, like where the start is.
Where you have enough space to develop a.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that what it
There
is?
is,
Like a straight
there
road,
is, yeah,
straight,
it's
yeah.
straight line. And now this is something interesting. Jack Doohan, by the way, his accident, his hit from the practice, because of the DRS. He was
Really?
opening the DRS. Now, usually the DRS, once the driver has his foot out of the pedal, usually the DRS stop working. Usually. Except in Japan. In Japan, you have manually to switch it off.
I was wondering about that. I was wondering.
You know?
Yeah. Okay.
So what happened with Jack, that he was driving so fast, with DRS, he took turn number 1, and he did not switch it off.
Wow.
Oh.
So the car basically,
It's too much
Lost,
speed.
yeah.
Couldn't
break
handle
it
the
down.
turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
and the head, they said it's around 50 Gs.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like it reminds me,
Don't you
remember
get
when
turned into
Hamilton
dust?
and Max in Silverstone, that famous
Yeah.
accident, like I think Hamilton get closer to Max and Max lost it basically, and when even like it's kind of
Yeah.
the same G-force, man.
Wow.
50 Gs, man. Like Jesus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Jeez.
You know? Sorry, we cannot. Are we allowed to say this on YouTube? Are we allowed to say that?
I don't know.
Or is it
That's
restriction? I'm not sure.
I don't know. That's a name in the country where my mother comes
It
from.
is. Jesus.
That's right.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus. All right. So quickly, we talked about this. Yeah, the big surprise was for us is Max Verstappen in the qualifying, because the whole week was dominated by McLaren, Mercedes, and Ferrari were so close to
Yeah.
to
Was that right? Because it was Verstappen, McLaren, and then Mercedes right there.
the no by the finishing line.
No, I'm not
No,
talking about the
no,
race.
no,
I just
no.
mean
In,
prior. The
The
practice
qualifying,
Yeah.
the qualifying was Max,
Norris.
Norris, and
Yeah.
Piastri.
Yeah. And then underneath that it was the Mercedes team, wasn't it?
Yes.
Both,
It
both of them.
was,
Everybody was like stacked up.
No. So it was Max, Norris, Piastri, Leclerc, Russell, Antonelli.
Okay.
This is
speak
the
honestly,
last
why?
race with Honda engine with Red Bull. So it was a perfect goodbye gift
Oh,
Nice.
from Red Bull to Honda.
that's cool.
And in the white car,
And in the white
And
car,
in the white,
you know.
you
Yeah.
know, suit.
So it was literally the best farewell, you know what I mean? Which I'm wondering now the next engine, how it's gonna be.
Have they revealed the next engine?
I know that they had some work with Ford, but I don't think they're going to do the engine or not. I'm not sure. But they're gonna have their own engine. I think their own engine. But Ford has to do something with it.
Okay.
Ford, American Ford. Is that?
I know that.
Ford?
I know that name.
Yeah. Okay, you know.
I don't know much about about it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. So yeah, like this race was the last race with Honda, you know. So it was a really nice gift, and having Tsunoda driving without any crash. Not saying, you know, that was good
Yeah.
for Tsunoda.
Wish he had ended higher, you know.
Well, this is the thing about.
What did he place?
I think it 12.
But like this is the thing about Japan, where you start, it's kind of like Monaco. You know what I mean? Where you start is most likely where you're going to finish. So you need in the qualifying to be top. And he finished on 15, I think, in the qualifying.
Yeah.
So you got 3 more.
Ah, okay.
You know what I mean?
There you go.
Or 14. I think 14.
Yeah.
And then he went to 12.
McLaren's during the practice and the qualifying, literally they were faster sector 1, sector 2, than Max. But literally, Max did the perfect lap.
Yeah, masterclass.
Masterclass.
The very last lap too, wasn't it?
Yeah, like in the qualifying.
Yeah, it was unreal. Yeah. That
It
pretty cool to
was
see.
so perfect.
Yeah.
Like, and it was unpredictable.
Mm-hmm.
And like during the race, we saw some. I don't know what's going on with the team of McLaren. You know, we saw like let him pass. No, I will not. Or I don't know what's going on.
I don't think they made decisions quick enough. Like, and nobody pushed hard enough. I feel.
Piastri in one point was faster than Lando. And with all respect to both drivers, we are still at the beginning of the season. So like and both of them are achieving. You know what I mean? So there is no 1-2 driver.
Yeah.
Unlike, for example, Red Bull. Of course,
Exactly.
like Max is
The lead.
38 or 40. I don't know how many points right now. And then whoever the second driver is either 4 or 5. So like we can see, okay, now he is number 1 driver. You need to support him.
Yeah.
But then with McLaren, like both of them are close in points.
So you want them to fight until like mid-season and then
Something
kind
like
of
that,
yeah.
To get more racing, and then then will be like, oh, Daniel is getting ahead of me. All right,
Yeah.
then respectfully, I am going to accept Daniel as number 1 driver. You know what I mean? رقم واحد. Thank you. You know, but like the radio stuff, it was so confusing. Like, you know, and with their pit timing, pit Piastri at the beginning, I did not understand it, to be honest. Like there was some strategies. Again, I'm
Does that stuff play out like long term too throughout the season? I mean, you did just described how like, you know, you can say, all right, let them fight for a while and then just make a decision later in the season or something like that. But does it impact anything in terms
it
of
is,
in terms of their
because
team
by the
season?
end, remember when I told you last week that we like there
As
is
long as the average is
construction.
high, right? Isn't it?
There's the construction's price,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Is it construction or constructives?
Oh,
This one.
Okay.
So like and their goal is their drivers to achieve something in points, which is basically to achieve from 1 to 10 to get more points. More points added to there is the more piece of the cake price they can get from the final price. So their goal is, I'm not saying like their finish 2 and 3 is very good for them, because that's adding more points.
Right.
But like whatever happened during the race, I don't know.
Okay.
Like something, I have no idea. You know, we were like when we were watching, like, what's going on? Like, you know?
I'm still pulling. I'm sticking with them this season, just so I have some sense of continuity, because I feel like that's 2 top drivers and they're right there. Second, I mean,
I think Daniel is going to be the one who's talking about the race in round number 9.
oh, that's a good. You make a prediction.
Okay.
I like that. What do you think?
Um,
That's my new goal.
Yeah, I think before mid-season when they go off for summer, I think
He will.
he will be.
Oh wait, there's a gap in the summer. Huh?
Yeah, there is
Yes.
some holidays.
Yeah, like in July.
Well, some. They have
Yeah, so I
another
think
break.
before you are going to be holding that little.
Yeah,
No, we will keep doing it even if I'm home using the laptop.
we'll have
Yeah.
You know, live. And I don't care if you are in Thailand or in South Africa or in France,
Yeah.
you are going to join us in some episodes.
All I know is that you guys are going to be on like the same time, like closer time zones, and
I'm
it's going to be
so
like
sorry.
it's going to be like
Yeah,
3
yeah.
in the morning for me.
During the daytime, it's going to be nighttime there.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. I mean, it's like 9 hours.
we'll
difference.
find some time to make it in between.
Yeah.
You know, but we have to do it. We talked a lot about
Sorry, I feel like I'm holding up
Sorry.
the flow of things. So I keep
Kimi
asking questions.
Antonelli. As you said, he
Appreciate it.
broke 2 records. He
Yeah.
is the youngest driver to lead a race and the youngest driver to have the fastest lap.
Yeah.
So he got the lap 50 of him was 1 minute 30 seconds,
Yeah.
point 965.
I think he's one to look out for. Like,
He
I think
is,
give him a
he
few
is.
years and
I
he's
think
gonna.
soon
he's gonna
Antonelli
be
is going
Yeah.
is going to challenge Russell. Russell is like doing good, but Antonelli.
Yeah,
Oh.
potential.
Oh,
Like he's so good.
How old is he?
he is 18, if not 17
What?
years old. I think 11 months or 10 months. I don't know how many days. He's 18.
Wow.
And
What am I doing?
during the week,
Dude, I just like.
I was thinking the same thing. What was I doing when I was 18? Like,
Do I really need to
I
know more?
remember. I was going to say something about Antonelli. Oh, Antonelli, last weekend, he had final exams in math.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
It's like why he had the fastest lap. He's like, I gotta get back.
Yeah, I need to study. I need to study. You know?
Or he's like, sign of a cause, stand.
Yeah,
He's in the pit,
imagine.
like
Yeah.
1 plus
Congruence.
1.
throws the book up.
Yeah.
But interestingly, and let us finish with this one. I'm not going to go so long. This weekend, the top 10, we had 3 rookies. Antonelli finishing on 6,
Mhm.
Hajar finishing 8, Berman finishing on 10th. Nice results for
Yeah.
them,
The new guys on the block.
the new guys.
And the points are, I know it's the beginning of the season, but the points are very close, even from Norris and Verstappen and
Yeah. Team wise.
individually.
Individually.
Like drivers, yeah.
So the drivers, as you said, Lando Norris is 62 points.
Uh-huh.
Max Verstappen 61
61.
points.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
interesting. Piastri is 49 on 3rd place. Russell 45. We'll go to the next sector or the next topic,
Yeah.
which is general information for Daniel.
I feel like you've been giving that to me already.
Yeah,
Skip that
I
section.
told you
one.
that there are 2 organizations
Hmm.
which runs the Formula One.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
There is FIA,
Yeah.
and there is the Formula One, the F1 organization.
Mm.
The FIA is the organization which set the rules and overlooking at every single motor sports
Oh.
in the world. And the Formula One, it's called Formula One Management, is oversees the commercial aspects of F1.
Oh.
And it's by the company Liberty.
That's the one you were mentioning earlier that brought the revival of the sport.
Yes.
Thanks to its like marketing and all that.
It is.
Okay.
Thanks, literally
Okay.
thanks to it.
Okay.
The FIA, the International Automobile Federation, established in 1904,
Whoa.
is the regulatory authority for various motorsports events globally, including Formula One.
Okay.
It administers the technical, sporting, and financial rules to ensure participants' compliance and enforce rigorous.
Rigorous, yeah.
Is that what's
Rigorous.
Rigorous. It's like
safety protocols.
okay, like really
Stringent, like.
stringent.
Yeah.
You used equally difficult words. Rigorous, just like stringent.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like very strict.
strict. Yeah.
They are strict.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I watched this video of someone asking the drivers,
Oh.
because now they set a rule: if you curse, you're gonna get fined.
While you're driving. Wait, what? This is.
Yeah, if you curse, like Max Verstappen last year,
Whoa.
he got fined because when the drivers are driving with the full of adrenaline,
Yeah.
you hear them like how many times in TV you're like, "Toot, toot, toot," like, and it is toot, 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 like toot, that toot,
I
this,
could.
toot,
Yeah.
you know what I
I
mean?
can imagine.
So
It'd be hard.
and they said like they start finding them.
Wow.
Finding them. Like someone asked the drivers, who do you think will pay the most? And most of the drivers' answers is
Max.
Max?
Verstappen. Yeah.
and
Is he
who-
known for that already?
Oh, he's
yeah,
well
yeah,
known
yeah.
for
He
that.
kept.
Got a potty mouth.
Yes. A sailor.
Yeah.
And there is another driver. Guess who?
Norris is too nice. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I really.
Someone who's arrogant. I think.
The other driver, you will like. He's so nice. He's so innocent. He started 2 years ago. 2 years? 3 years ago. I'm not sure.
Beardman.
No.
Or Behrman, sorry.
Bahrain is like last year.
Okay.
Sonoda.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
oh.
Sonoda, like there is one story about Sonoda, like when he started with when he met, I think, Christian Horner the first time. I think he said, "What the is happening?" Or something like that. You know what I mean?
You're gonna
like,
bleep that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna bleep that out.
He's just
Something.
making it's just a quote.
You know what I
I
mean?
didn't say it. He said it.
Yeah, like something like that. Like because like he thought that this is the way that
Yeah.
English is spoken. You know? And remember, like when Sonoda like started, he had a lot of anger. Like he was cursing for everything. Like they put him for anger management. Like
Did they really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Usually, people from Asia so soft and gentle and.
And if you look at him, like he's
Yeah,
like, oh,
small.
like
Yeah, yeah.
what, like no, like this
That's
dude.
what it is, though, man. You know, he's just all his life. He's been like, I'm the little guy.
Didn't you meet him?
I gotta
Is it him that?
I
And the
saw
paddock?
him in the
Yeah,
paddock.
I know, sorry.
Man, he's so tiny.
here.
In Abu Dhabi,
Wow.
yeah, I was in the paddock.
Hey.
He's like,
If you have an extra ticket, please, we are
no.
here.
yeah.
You know?
We.
I feel like we're the ones that are supposed to be giving it out to them. But
I
I like
competition.
This, no, I like this
Yeah,
method
like,
better.
you know. But like, it was cool to see him, man. It was so cool to see him. He's like, I think 161 centimeters or something like that. Something like that. He's so tiny, man. So tiny. Surprisingly tiny, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Gotta get the aggression out somehow.
Yeah.
You can't just crash your car every race.
Yeah.
You know?
No, that's someone else.
Oh.
Or am I lying? Isn't it the one who goes for a walk? Lance.
Stroll?
Didn't he
Goes-
crash a lot? Or
Oh.
Like last year.
yeah.
This
yeah.
year is doing well. There is something crazy, guys, and this is literally a crazy thing happened, but it happened. Like it's not made up. This has happened.
Okay.
I told you the FIA.
Oh, this is what you mentioned this earlier. This is the fact. It's like it's
Yeah.
wild and crazy,
Yeah.
but is it actually true? Okay.
So we mentioned that FIA set the rules and
Yes.
regulations,
Yes.
and one of the rules is during the national anthem, all the driver has to be there. This last weekend in Japan, science did not feel well, so he had to go to the toilet.
Okay.
Yeah, as one does.
Yeah.
When you feel unwell.
And he missed the national anthem, and he got fined for 20,000 euros.
Pocket change.
I hope
But-
that must have been one excellent bathroom trip. It's like, that's the most expensive.
Yeah,
Yeah. They better have like the best toilet paper.
20,000 But then, like, they spoke to him. Like, hey guys, Habibi,
Yes.
Habibi,
Yeah.
he's not feeling good, Habibi, and they reduced it to 10k, like to 10k.
Wow.
But still,
Oh, they reduced it to 10K.
that's
Okay,
still,
look.
Yeah. You know?
Yeah, listen.
but that's
That's
the
natural,
most
like-
expensive. Like what?
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes I get it because it's like any sport, right? Like it's like any sport. If
Yes,
you're
but,
there,
but
you're
with
gonna do
all
your thing.
respect, that's so ridiculous.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a lot of
I
money.
would say, what am I going to pee in my pants while the national anthem is
Which
like?
some drivers, I think in Singapore, because it's so humid or something. Was it Daniel Ricciardo who said that, or Lewis Hamilton one of the interviews? Sometimes they pee on the like when they're driving,
Well, yeah. I mean, I get that.
you know.
But imagine you're like sick, and you just take a, you know,
And number two,
in your
it's
pants.
at number 5.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's not even.
Yeah.
If you're sick, it's like beyond a
Yeah.
memory.
Yeah.
So now I'm wondering what Leclerc was saying when he said that it's wet in the.
Was it really now the rain, or was it something else? It's time for pet quiz. All right.
4 pit
Quiz. I don't play games because I always want to win. Like,
It is going to be an easy one.
Okay.
We are going to have 5 questions, multiple choices,
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
It's better.
and you guys work out on what you think is the answer.
Oh, we get to team up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, all right.
Right?
Don't-
Man, you were gonna crush me if that was gonna
No,
happen.
So easy. Don't look at the answers.
Oh yeah. Showing us this
We
right.
couldn't.
We've only got so much table space.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, we need to get blindfolds. You know, we gotta get blindfolds for the show,
Yeah.
just in case there's like stuff that we're not. You know, all right, put the blindfold. on.
Oh, I
Blindfolds
have it somewhere.
with tires on the.
Why do you have a
Yeah.
blindfold? All right, you should flip off. This looks awesome. I'm ready.
Yeah, it looks so good.
It
I don't
does.
know.
It looks really good. This
I
looks,
don't know why I put this one astronaut, but yeah.
it's cool. It's 'cause
Question number one.
Because we're out of this world. Question number one.
Jensen Button won the 2009 Formula One World Championship, driving for which team?
Okay.
BMW Sauber, Red Bull Racing, Scuderia Ferrari, or Brown GP?
Well,
I don't think it's Red Bull. I don't think.
just because you think you'd know those racers' names, you'd
Be-
recognize them. You don't know his name, do you?
I do know Jensen Button.
You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gives us a leg up.
Hi
Not
guys.
Ferrari.
Yeah, you got time. So you got
Yeah.
a timer on for it because
Yeah.
we'll sit here and
Yeah.
talk stuff. So not Red Bull, not Ferrari.
I don't think.
We say Sauber.
10,
Jensen
Yeah.
Button sounds like a British name.
Yes.
Braun
Yeah,
is what
yeah,
I was
yeah.
going to say. I don't know what that is.
8,
No, I don't know Braun either.
7,
I would say A.
6,
Okay, A it is. We guess A.
A.
BMW Sauber.
A. BMW Sauber. The answer is Brown GP.
Mm.
And what's the name of the Matrix dude?
Yeah, no Reeves.
Keanu Reeves has an amazing, I don't remember if it's, I think it is documentary called Brown GP. I recommend every
Really?
single one.
Now you're speaking
To
my
watch
language. I'm a huge
Because-
Keanu Reeves fan. I just watched
Well,
John
John
Wick
Wick-
last
It
night.
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
it is a fairy tale of what happened. I think it's that season.
I'm in.
What happened to that in that season?
Okay.
You need to watch it. Everyone, I recommend it. Like seriously.
Oh yeah, Braun.
I'm not really familiar. This is
Braun
probably
GP.
the time when I wasn't to F1. But
Yeah.
I know Jensen Button. The name's very familiar. Yeah.
Question number 2. How many Formula One World Championships did Michael Schumacher win?
7.
This one's all you.
B.
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 Because
That
same
was
as
Stop the
Hamilton.
clock.
Same as Hamilton. He's going for his 8th.
Okay.
B.
7.
Yeah.
Correct. Question number 3. The Marina Bay Street Circuit is the street circuit for which country's Grand Prix? A. Singapore. B. KSA. C. Azerbaijan. D.
I
Monaco.
guess. It's Monaco, isn't it?
I was gonna go Monaco because that's also on kind of on the sea.
That's
There's
all I know.
yachts.
That's all.
There's
I know.
yachts.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
So,
Guess it's D. Monaco.
D.
Yeah.
And you guys guessed it
No!
wrong. It is Singapore.
Okay, Singapore makes sense geographically as well.
All of them, by the way,
It's like,
are next to the sea. So, question number 4. How many points are awarded to the race winner of each Grand Prix?
I'm gonna let you.
No, I
30.
still.
I know.
12, 25, or 18?
Sadly, I'm still out of touch with the numerical aspect of this.
Okay. Let
So-
me help you.
Help me out here.
C. 25.
Thank you.
So your final answer is?
Final answer is C.
C.
25.
And C is correct.
Okay.
Question number 5.
Now that's British level.
Who was the first driver to reach 100 wins? Michael Schumacher, Lewis Hamilton, Max Verstappen, or Kimi Raikkonen?
I would guess your guy because he's just got the most time as a racer, right?
Yeah. And I've seen
So-
something. My algorithm on my phone is starting to be just F1, and they had this like graph of the drivers' wins.
Uh-huh.
And the only person I saw with over 100, I think 106 or 107, was Mr. Sir.
Mr. Sir.
Sir
Oh,
Mr.
Lewis
Sir
Hamilton.
Lewis
Oh!
Hamilton.
Is that your final
Really?
answer?
That's my final.
And you guys got it correctly.
That's wild, man.
How many correct answer have you got? Please comment that
Yeah.
and let us know. Perfect.
Thank you. Oh,
Awesome.
woo. I thought there was more.
That's very nice.
I was like,
No.
that's all I know.
No, he had
That-
because last time we did like 20, and he sat there editing through like 20
Yeah,
hours.
I'm not gonna do that again.
He's like, no more. That was
No more.
5 questions.
No
Now shut
more.
up.
No more, guys.
You get
All
what you
right,
get.
let's talk about next week. Next week
Bahrain.
or this weekend.
Yeah, this weekend.
is in Bahrain. Round number 4. quick facts about it. It was built in 2002. First Grand Prix was in 2004 and won by Michael Schumacher. It is known for overtaking opportunities, windy conditions, and night racing. It has 15 corners or turns. The race is going to be 57 laps. The length of each lap is 5.412 kilometers.
Okay.
And the race distance is going to be 308.234 meters. The fastest lap record was for Pedro de la Rosa in 2005 for 1 minute, 31 seconds, 447. Is it 10th of a second, we can say?
Let me see.
What's 447 means? How can I say this number?
Yeah, it's 4/10.
47
Yeah.
4/10 of a second.
thousandths.
I think.
Well,
447 thousandths. Oh yeah.
if you watch Drive to Survive, you would know.
Okay.
If you watch that race, because I watched it and it was so scary. I love Netflix because the way they edit stuff is crazy, man.
Wait, what's the clip we're about to watch? What is this?
It is the craziest accident
Oh yeah, you mentioned this.
you are
mentioned
going to see, which happened in Bahrain during COVID when
Nice.
when they when they had racing again.
Is it crazier than the accidents that they have when they have to go to the bathroom
It
when they're
is.
racing?
Oh, look at our.
That's a
I had to
accident.
clean up on lap 35. Okay, so do you know what he's about to show us? I have no idea what this is.
I can't remember. I think.
He just mentioned it earlier. Grosjean's?
Grosjean. No, I don't think I.
Maybe this is your right. Put it in your right.
Thank you. Back.
Put this in your left, please.
Oh yeah, good call. Okay.
I want you
Never
to-
live your life.
Yeah.
Which then
Yeah.
makes you realize, like, that's why people. That's where fear comes from. It's when you think you know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because it's like stops you in your tracks. You assume that there's gonna if you knew everything though, you would never do it. You wouldn't sign up.
Oh, I'm
You'd
not
be
going to
like,
be a Formula One driver because that's going to.
Right. Yeah, it's finished, man. That was crazy.
Woo!
I'm sure, I hope. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people watching it, or whoever's watching it, has probably seen that if they're into F1. But have you seen that before?
I've watched all the Drive to Survive seasons, but I also think that's particularly scary for them because Ayrton Senna lost his life, went into a barrier. So doing something like that and having flames,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just walking away.
yeah, because
But
it could happen again.
That shows you how the cars is so safe right now. Like basically, the F1 car is made like the Halo.
Yeah.
You know how many times it's saved life. Like in recent seasons, there were a lot of accidents happening, and if it wasn't because of the Halo,
Yeah, when those tires come over.
over
the driver, Hamilton.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And there is, I think, Joe, when he flipped, I think it wasn't Silverstone, I'm not sure, but he flipped,
Uh-huh.
It was so scary. It wasn't because of
Halo.
the Halo. And with this car, I think the front part split from the back part. Yes, it was
right.
so
Very.
crazy, like to see the flames, but like these safety, which F1 and FIA are having, I'm putting into the cars, are crazy. Like the suits of the drivers they are having.
Yeah. Is there any aspect of it where it's like the safer? So this is like American football to me, right? Like the safer you make it, the harder everybody hits. You get what I mean? So like if you're driving a car that's like extremely safe, are you going to take more risks than you would in a car
Yes,
that is
and
unsafe?
every year, like the rules are going to change. Like every year, it is changing. Like to make it more safer. See, the FIA are setting, like for example, next year, the FIA are setting a rule, and basically, okay, you guys, this is the basic what we need for the car. This width, this length, this weight, this I don't know what, this I don't know what. You guys have to create the car which race.
Mm.
And this is where us as a human being shows our best, because the amount of innovation into the Formula One car is crazy. Like the thousands of people who are working behind
Right.
to create an airplane on the ground and safe.
Yeah.
You know what I
So
mean?
you're saying the limits and the restrictions that they put on the car, and it forces people to be more creative. Is that what you're saying?
More creative in how to to improve in it.
Yeah. How to keep it the top
Yeah.
level.
Performing at the top
First thing,
level
perform
while
at the
being
same level, yeah.
safest.
Last year,
Yeah.
for
Quite a challenge.
example, last year, McLaren had the mini DRS.
The what?
Mini DRS. So it's basically like,
yeah.
you know,
Okay.
I told you about
Okay.
the DRS.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just remembering.
So at the back wing, they had a small part. It's as it's as per the rules. They are not breaking any rules. And basically on the streets, or like wherever like there is a speed,
Even if they're not the second apart.
Oh, okay.
you know, it's not the main DRS. It's called mini DRS. You know what I mean? You know, it's called mini DRS. You know, and it gives them a lot of advantage. So like they could find, what's the word in English?
Loopholes.
Loopholes.
Yeah.
That's what they do. You know what I mean? Now let's go to our final
Okay.
Part.
The closer.
The closure of this podcast is the qualifying
Oh, predictions.
predictions.
Yeah. We've been going on.
And,
Thanks for showing us that video. That was really
Yeah, that was nice.
well,
Not nice, but
like,
it was
Good.
a
eye opening.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, pretty good.
so I'm gonna
That's
write
cool.
here Nathan, Daniel, and Iyad. First, we need to predict the top three of the qualifying, starting from the
Right.
third position,
Mhm.
and then we're gonna go to the top three of the race, starting from third, second, and first.
Mhm.
So, Mr. Nathan, qualifying. Let's start with you. Who do you think
Oh,
is going to?
See, I don't like predictions because I don't want to be wrong. But okay, so I'm gonna go. McLaren is just really strong, so I'm gonna go Piastri third, Verstappen second, and then Norris first.
Mr. Daniel,
For the qualifying.
for the qualifying.
Yeah.
Start from the third.
Starting from the third. I'm going to do it the same way I did last week because I have faith in these guys. And also, you said there's a lot more chances for overtakes in the Bahrain track, right? So
Here
I
are
don't
the
need
names.
that list, man.
Say it, say it.
I only know 3 people.
I know, those are the same
That's
three
a
I'm
few
going
people I'm
with.
gonna use.
And he knows his favorite one.
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
So starting with third place, I'm putting your boy in the back.
Oh,
Okay.
oh.
So
I'm-
Max
we're
at the
putting
back.
a-
Boy at the back there.
Yeah, we're putting the first stop to this.
Yeah.
I'm
You're gonna
for stopping this
stop this.
nonsense.
So Max at the back.
Yeah.
Max,
And then-
sorry, Max third. Sorry.
And then it's Norris second.
You're laughing.
No, I love dude. Piastri's my guy. I like that.
Oh.
I like that he's the underdog,
Australian.
and when he pulls it off, it's gonna be so sick. It won't happen, but when he does,
Okay.
I hope
Okay,
so.
so your Piastri is the
Yeah.
top one.
although I admit that that's probably not how the race will go. So
Yeah.
it's just
I would say,
Yeah.
well, of course, I'm gonna go Max all over, but like I would say, because McLaren are fast, but Mercedes are getting closer.
Mhm.
I would say Russell is third,
I think I had Russell as third in last week.
Yeah. and I would say second is going to be Lando, and my man Max is going to be first.
Mad Max.
Yeah.
The Madman.
Now with the race, who do you think
Ooh.
top?
Who is your favorite driver? Actually, I don't even know. Do you have a favorite driver? It's
No.
not. It's not who you predict's going to win,
Yeah,
but who's your favorite?
yeah, Hamilton. I'm a Hamilton.
Okay.
So,
You're a
so
Hamiltonian.
Yes, yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
did
what do you
he
think?
help build America?
That's right.
Yeah, his favorite.
Okay.
Yeah, just
Cool. Actually, I did know that. I did know that from
Yeah.
hanging out, but they don't
he's
stick
just
with
cool
him.
man. He's a cool guy.
He does seem cool.
Yeah.
He was in that little video there, wasn't
Yeah,
Yes, he
he
was.
was.
He
He
was.
was talking. Was he the one who talked? Who said like takes 1 second or something like that?
he? I
No.
don't know.
Yeah, for something like this to happen, I think so.
Okay,
Hold
your
on.
guess. Your
Right.
race,
So
your race predictions.
I think third Max,
Max is third,
Yeah.
PS3 second, and
PS3
Norris
second.
first.
and Lando is first.
Just put it out in the universe. Then.
Okay,
It's gonna be
assuming I'm totally wrong about my qualifying guesses, now we're gonna play it, and I'm gonna take your tack on this. I'm gonna take your tack. Ticky tack.
Yeah.
Taliban. I'm Russell third.
Russell third, okay.
Mm-hmm. And then Verstappen second.
Max second, okay.
And then I want to say Piastri
Yeah,
so
no.
bad.
You are Piastri.
No, I'm going to say Norris first, just to be sensible.
Okay,
A little bit.
Lando Norris.
And to me, that's not a completely unrealistic,
No, I think
setup. I think that could be real.
yeah.
I would say Max is going to be okay. No, with this one, I hope Ferrari is going to do something, but
I also like
you know, but I would be more realistic with whatever data I see right now. I'm gonna go with the same prediction I did in Japan. So I'm gonna go PS3 third, Lando second, and Max first.
And your prediction came true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3 for
Yeah.
3,
Yeah.
3 for 3.
Well, with the race, not with
Qualifying.
qualifying.
Correct,
It was
correct.
so surprising, like in Japan, right?
Mhm.
So, but these are it's locked in. We shall see on Sunday
Let's see.
and Saturday who got it right.
Dude, we could some nice binoculars. We could probably see the race from here,
Yeah. Yes.
From the
from the roof. Yeah,
yeah.
we'll live stream from the roof for.
Yes.
for
I see it. I see it.
it's so hot.
Awesome, guys. Nathan, thank you so much
Yeah,
for
thank you
joining
for having
us
me,
this
guys. It was
week.
lovely.
I hope you enjoyed it.
I did. Thank you.
Daniel, your information is getting.
I'm getting there, man.
Yeah.
I'm
You're
getting there.
getting there.
I know
bud.
what the DRS is now.
Yep.
Yeah.
And what is FIA?
That's the regulatory body that oversees all the rules and regulations of the F1 world.
And F1 management?
They're responsible for the boom in the F1 world thanks to their expert marketing skills.
I'm
Yes.
a good teacher.
You are, but I'm gonna only give him 2 out of 3 because the FIA is for all motorsports.
Oh, for all
Oh,
motorsports.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's why he's a
Yeah,
teacher.
Yeah,
and I'm not.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
Never
you.
coming back. Just kidding. Obviously, I need that. That's great, and I hope you do come back next week.
Well, thank you. Let's
Hope
see.
you do.
Let's see
Yeah.
if we can.
Yeah,
do something.
it's Habibi. Khalas.
Khalas, it's
You
done.
know, it is done. Thank you guys for watching us and listening to us. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and please follow us in our channel in YouTube,
So YouTube, TikTok,
TikTok, Instagram, Pit Banter Podcast. I'm gonna put it somewhere in the screen. Enjoy it, guys, and
Hey, before we go, Nathan, is there anywhere we can follow you and your brother and your Teddy Bear Racing?
The teddy bears are no longer with us.
Oh man, they've been retired. Alright,
all right,
Yeah.
that's a wrap up.
that's a wrap.
Thank you.
Salam,
Bye bye.
Cheers.
liquor slap.
Lick a slap.
Till next time.
Till
Yes.
next time. Bye bye.